All right, guys, how's it going? Now, if you're a regular around these parts, you'll know that every day, normally, I review the Spanish football dailies for you. You know, I pop to the cafe or whatever, I get the three Spanish football dailies and look for anything to do with Liverpool Football Club, you know, especially to do with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Real Madrid, Mamadashvili at Valencia, Loic Bade at Sevilla, Zubamendi at Real Sociedad, and so on, right? So not because we look, you know, we take what they say as gospel, but just to see what they're saying, you know. But I've not been very well recently. I won't go into that in this video. My morning briefings explain all of that. So I've not been able to do these reviews for about 10 days now. And this is my first full day back doing content again, if you like, trying to update you guys with what's going on and what's being said. And I've got to be honest with you, I'm a little bit uncomfortable sat here. And my mind, you know, I'm just half asleep still. So you're going to have to bear with me as I try and get back into things, right? So I've had a look at today's editions of Marca, AS and Sport. What I'm going to do is, because I haven't checked them for 10 days, I'm actually going to read every edition going backwards just to make sure that I'm up to date with things. What happened, what was printed a week ago doesn't matter to you, right, or to me. But I don't want to say a week from now, oh, this is the first time something's been said, when actually it was said when I was unwell. All right, so I will check all of that and make sure that I'm clued up here, right? There is something that's come out today. I'm going to go straight into it to do with Trent and Real Madrid. It wasn't in the print version of AS today. It's come out this morning while I've been reviewing the papers. It might be in tomorrow's print edition. And if you haven't got much time, because I'm going to read the article, if you haven't got much time, basically it's going along the lines of Trent to Real Madrid is 90% done. Everything's in place other than the signature. The player is continues to indicate to Real Madrid that he wants to go there, because in the article it says the only thing that could stop this happening would be if the player changes his mind. But he keeps basically, saying that's not going to be the case. Because obviously Alphonso Davies at Bayern Munich, his situation ran parallel with Trent, right? But they didn't seem that bothered about Davies, to be honest. And they didn't try to sign him in January, but they tried to sign Trent. So basically, in a nutshell, this article, it's almost done. It's going to wait until the summer. Even if you haven't seen my videos for 10 days or whatever, I was saying this previously, that Real were leaving it after trying a second time to try and tempt Liverpool into selling him. Real Madrid are very confident. The players, insisting that he's going there. That's basically what the article says. So I'm going to go through it with you. All right. It's basically what I've just said, really. But let's see. There might be some other bits you might find of interest. So basically, the title, or the headline, if you like, is Trent in July. Alexander-Arnold is the only exception to the roadmap, because signings were planned for the winter. No signings were planned for the winter except for him. So what they're saying here is there's no, Real Madrid didn't want to do anything in January. He was the only exception. They would have been willing to do something for Trent in January, but Liverpool won't play ball, basically. So they're just pointing that out. He was the only exception to the roadmap, which is to do the business in the summer. It's been an extraordinary operation. Real Madrid want him no matter what. So the door to making an effort in this window wasn't completely closed, but always without going overboard. Real Madrid had made 2 offers for the right back, reaching 15 million euros. This is a figure that's been consistent if you follow my videos, which is 12.8 million pounds. For his signing. So they'd made 2 offers and they'd gone up to 15 million and said that's the ceiling. Do you remember? But the response has always been the same: no. And they've gone even further. On the afternoon of December 31st, they, Liverpool, replied that they would never negotiate his transfer. The end, it says here. 90% done is the next little sub thing or whatever headline. So the deal will happen in the summer. As has been reported, there's a full agreement between all parties. Alexander-Arnold already knows what he would earn at Real Madrid. I'm sure I stated this before I went unwell. Do you remember, guys? I can find it on the members' website. I'll have a look at the end. I don't know if... let's just stick with this because you know I'm like I'll go all over the place. But I know that I have touched on what his contract would be worth. Anyway, let's continue. He knows what he will earn at Real Madrid. He already knows, and that he'll receive a long-term contract, and that he'll be presented at the Santiago Bernabéu. Everything is settled, but the signature is missing. That hasn't happened yet. And that's the only thing separating the deal, currently at 90% from the desired 100%. But the signing is unofficially done, they claim. Trent continues to tell Real Madrid that he wants to play at the Bernabéu. He's keeping his word. And optimism continues to reign at Real Madrid. The only thing that could derail the deal would be a sudden change of heart from the player, something beyond the club's control. But that's not expected. While there have been doubts about Davies for a long time, with Trent there has been a clear design to join Real Madrid. These are very different deals. Them two situations run parallel. And the media are right. He was hesitant. And I think they tried to sign him in the summer last year. And I think him and his agent were hesitating and stuff like that. What they're saying here is don't think that this could happen like what's happened with Davies, because Trent is showing desire. Alexander-Arnold wants to play with Bellingham, his best friend. Liverpool hasn't given up hope, and they cling to its last lifeline, which is having a historic season, winning the Premier League and the Champions League, and hoping that in May, a packed Anfield softens him and changes his mind. A nearly utopian stance, because the right-back wants to go to Real Madrid. He says it, and he stands by it. And then there's another little headline. It just says his move will be in the summer. But this next paragraph really goes on about other players that are going to be playing, covering at right back and stuff like that. So I don't need to read all that to you. There will be no signings today. The transfer window doesn't close until 23:59. That's Spanish time. But well before that, the office lights will already be off. No movements. It will be a quiet day because Plan A remains in place. Signings are for the summer. Now, if I can log into the members website, which I don't even know my own password, please bear with me. You can leave now. if you haven't got much time, that's the article. I'm sure there was. I'm sure we went over, or someone went over, or something. Oh, come on. I did a video about it, didn't I, guys? Saying what his financial package would be worth, right? Please bear with me. One more thing I can try. On the members website, we have what's called the executive lounge scouting department, and then there's the Trent thread. But I'll be there forever, to be honest with you. I'm sure from memory, wasn't it around 16 million or something like that? His salary, something I can't. Oh no, that was it was the signing on fee. It was the signing on fee. How much he would get from the signing on fee? That's what it was. All right, okay. That's it. So that's the latest concerning Trent Alexander-Arnold. The latest claims coming from Madrid. Obviously, this is a biased, publication. In fairness, I think they've been pretty spot on so far. But you know what? There's always that 10% that's missing, isn't there? They're saying there, 90% done. Unofficially done. But only the thing that could change is if the player could change his mind. So then technically the player could still change his fucking mind then, couldn't he? I'm not trying to give you hope if you're a Trent fan. I'm just sticking with the facts, right? The wrath of facts. For sure. But they're also saying there as well that Trent's repeating or reiterating his desire to join Real Madrid, and he's not going to change his mind. So there you have it. There you go. All right. So like I say, I'm going to go back through the last 10 days of newspapers just when I get a bit of time today just to make sure that I'm clued up. I don't want to be saying to you in a few weeks' time, oh, this is only the second time he's been mentioned, when he was mentioned every day for a week when I was unwell. Do you know what I mean? So it's more of a personal thing. I'm certainly not going to make videos for all those days reviewing things. What I can tell you as well before I sign off this video is that one. Or should I do a separate video? That'd be very no. Yeah, I'll do a separate video because some people might have logged off. All right, guys, bear with me a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I've got to get back into the swing of things. Thanks for all the lovely messages that you guys have sent me and that. And hopefully I'll be back in the cafe soon, you know what I mean? So I'm just not up to it at the moment. So yeah, if you appreciate this video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment, because it's been a while since we spoke about this fucker, isn't it? And if you want to buy me a coffee or a beer when I'm feeling a bit better, if you hit the love heart under the video, the super thanks, it goes in the kitty, and I'll treat myself later. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon.